Hey everyone, it's your girl Maddie here, aka Beaver Mosh, and well, today it's my favorite monthly end of the month segment, Maddie's Monthly Metal Mentions. And what I do here at the end of every month is I go back a month, this month being March of 2024, and I just briefly go through and mention all the records that I enjoyed that I couldn't make a video review of because I just can't do that. And we just go through rapid fire. We just go through it. We just list them off. And hopefully I'm able to mention something, describe something that you want to go check out. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. We had the self-titled From Hands of Goro, some San Francisco-based new wabum calling heavy metal. Check out the interview I did with this guys. It was a great conversation. Another band I interviewed was Volcandra with The Way of Ancients, some Louisville-based, big-sounding, melodic black metal. Out of Athens, Lunar Spells put out Sacraments of Necromantical Empires. And if you want that raw, cold, grim, classic black metal sound, this will do it for you. Messiah, Christus, Hypercubus. Just some mean, destructive, blasphemous death thrash out of Switzerland. Dreamers from Haunt, this Fresno-based heavy metal, traditional metal revivalist, always prolific, always reliable. Depth Dwell from the Bristol-based Uzlaga, a project I really follow, always exceptional, just great lo-fi kind of atmospheric black metal here. Really embracing its punk side, and I give it high praise. Self-Wound from the Portland-based Negative Prayer, just non-stop aggression from this act that blends death metal and crust punk. 79 AE from Cloud's Taste Satanic, just some really fun, well-textured instrumental doom metal. Out of Leeds, Slimewar gave us Cytridiomycosis Relinquished, just some monstrous, deliciously strange death doom. This thing is swampy. The self-titled from I Am the Intimidator. Check out the interview I did with this project out of Portland. Probably, I'm going to guess, the best Dale Earnhardt themed speed metal you're going to hear all year. Hellish Expectations from Midnight, another great installment in the catalog for this Cleveland-based acclaimed black and speed metal project. Abyssal Synodality from both Besotten and Funerilic, an excellent split from these two Portland-based bands. Some death doom on one side and some more black and death metal on another one, definitely worth a listen. Invincible Shield, a solid heavy metal sprint from the small upstart band called Judas Priest. Of War and Flames from Italy's Alterium for those who love that cheesy, melodic, power metal sound. This one is good. Ecclesia Militans from Ecclesia, that doom metal leaning into the epic side of things, dark and haunting and well worth your time. Early Moods, A Sinner's Past out of LA, is kind of heavy metal, doom metal hybrid, taking on that very vintage 70s sounds. It's a pretty cool thing. From the US, Scarlet Empyrean gave us Natlet, just some lo-fi, spacious black metal. Definitely has that mystical side to it. From Brisbane, we had the self-titled from Iron Witch, just some ferocious blackened thrash. I definitely have a soft spot for things like this. Karma from Tunisia's Mirat, just some big, creative, progressive metal, really enjoyable stuff. Vault of Horrors from Belgium's Abort It. Do you like death metal? In the Twilight Grave from Necrophobic, the latest from these Swedish blackened death metal veterans. The self-titled from Udad, a new solo project from the same guy behind Mork, Norwegian black metal, nothing I could really complain about. Divine Battle from Savage Oath, epic, soaring, heavy metal for those who like Visigoth and Eternal Champion and bands like that. There's a lot to love here. End of All by Murgang, just some absolutely evil black and death metal out of Switzerland. In the Shade of Erminsul from West Sussex, England's Hemlock, just some absolutely gorgeous atmospheric black metal with some hints of neo folk. It's kind of mesmerizing at times, to be honest. From Helsinki, Altar of Beltaluz with Echoes, just some hard-hitting, druggy, hideous death doom. Hideous Divinity, Unextinct, just some beefy tech death out of Rome. The Search Won't Fall from Critical Defiance, just some deliciously ferocious, old-school Chilean thrash metal for those who love that kind of thing. Maze Envy from LA's Siverus. This one is hard to really pin down, really runs the gamut of extreme metal in very experimental and mind-altering ways. Look out on this channel for something later this week. Harbinger of Woe from Knoxville's Brodequin. First album in 20 years, grisly, gory, brutal death metal. This thing will send shivers down your spine. Another band I interviewed was the UK's Mastiff with Deprecipice, reaching across various aspects of aggressive metal, getting into death metal and sludge and hardcore and putting it all into this extreme package. Refracture from Aberration, scarring, cryptic, blackened death metal from my own city, Minneapolis. Nocturnal Will from Dodsrit. I'm a big fan of this band. I have a poster up there. Out of Sweden, finds a really satisfying recipe of black metal and more melodic crust punk. Malicious Ecstasy from the Netherlands-based Body Farm. Just a big, oppressive slab of unforgiving death metal. Antra Morte from Italy's Funeral Oration. Just some dark, heavy black metal. Tower of High Sorcery from Atlas, just some great, big, high fantasy, heavy metal coming out of Athens. Out of Germany, Vorga gave us Beyond the Palest Star, just some melodic, sci-fi themed, cosmic black metal for you. Sinister Oath from Coffins, this long-standing Tokyo death metal project, comes out with another stomper of a record. Arcana Rising from Kothvenstorm out of Norway. Classic, heavy doom hybrid, kind of Sirith Ungol-esque, that sort of sound. Features Fenris of Darkthrone. Amalgamations of gore from Mutilation Barbecue out of Cleveland. Just some straight, gruesome death metal fun for you. The Mother from Verrud from Utrecht. Just some post-leaning, big, grim-sounding black metal. Celestial Shrine from Kiev's Widelot. Some really cool folk black metal. Moments of like big melodicism to just brutal black metal to even these really kind of enchanting folk passages. There's a lot here. Check this one out. And hey, that's my list. I hope I was able to recommend something you may have missed. Maybe pique your interest on something, or maybe convince you to check something out you may have passed on earlier this month. I don't know. I'd love to hear if I convinced you to listen to anything. If you like this video, hit the like button. It means a lot to me if you consider subscribing. I have a Twitter you can follow. Link to that is in the bio of this YouTube channel. Leave a comment. I love getting to engage with those. Thank you to my patrons. Yes, I have a Patreon. No pressure to give financially, but as a way to support the show. I put a lot of work into this. I'm trying to kind of upgrade some of the equipment. Then yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated. But once again, I just love that you're watching. It means the world to me. But I do put exclusive content on my Patreon. And you right there, keep it metal. My name is Maddie, aka Beaver Mosh, signing off.